Today I'm on a mission to buy a calculator so that when I do my taxes, got the receipt come out, the roll like that, like a cashier, you know. Azmi tried to order one over Lazada, but they ran out of stock, so he did his research and now he found me one at Jalan. Where's it again, B? Where's Papa? You got tuition? Mama go first, okay? Cikgu Nadia's on the way.
I know.
Bye.
Bye. I hope you find your calculator rolling thingy.
Cool. Ciao.
Okay.
Bye. We've arrived Jalan Raja Laut and we're parked at the side of the road because we wanted to be in and out. So I'm going to sit at the driver's seat while he runs off to try and grab it over at Jamie. You know how you have to fill in the column of your ambition during primary school and secondary school? Did they have it? I can't remember. One of my ambitions was to be a librarian because I love books, and I thought, you know, all I have to do is just stay there and chop people who wanted to borrow books from the library, and I could read all day. I mean, wouldn't that be heavenly? Another was to become a cashier because I like to key in numbers. My mom used to have this really changi calculator because she studied mathematics. I don't know, she did something that involved like some changi mangi maths subject back in London. She had this really cool calculator and I would like pretend to be a cashier and then I'll make stuff up pretending that that was my grocer. So I've always wanted that calculator that has the receipt coming out, and now I get to buy one because I need to use it for my taxes. Okay, son, hold on, son. Waiting for Papa. Also, make it a habit to always lock your vehicle. Every time, just before you drive off, lock. Okay, this old lady over here, she's looking at me like I'm really psycho because I'm talking to myself. One of my subbies, who's also a friend of mine, his name is Shafiq, and he actually asked me because he's a vlogger himself. So he said, how do you vlog like in the restaurant or in public places? And I said, Zas je. And that's just true, you know. I mean, initially it gets really embarrassing because you've got like, I mean, my camera is not as huge as a Mark II, but still it's big enough because it has, oh, look, check out, this is what I use. See? Can you see? So it's not really tiny per se, but neither is it gigantic, but you know, it's not exactly discreet neither, unlike the GoPro, which is slightly smaller. Yeah, so I just take it with me and I just shoot. And if people ask, I say, oh, I'm vlogging. And if they ask what's vlogging, and I say it's video logging. Some don't ask at all. Some I will ask permission because some people may not like the fact that they are being, you know, featured inside my video. So, and I have to respect their privacy. So, like some certain establishments or people. But most of the time I get away with it, or most of the time they're okay with me vlogging them or their house or their place. They're more than happy for me to do so. And I guess you just have to do it because if you don't, you will never know, right? And speaking of which, in my Instagram post today, I spoke about you will never know. Hold on, what exactly was my quote? The quote is, if we wait until we're ready, we'll be waiting for the rest of our lives. This is by Lemony Snicket, and I find that true because, as mentioned in my caption, I have a few things that I've always been interested in doing, from DJing to doing stand-up. I don't know, it was always something that scared me. Like for stand-up, I found a lump in my breast and I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I know it sounds very dramatic, but that just hit me that what if it was something more serious and I've not completed my bucket list. It may sound very cliche and very cheesy to have a bucket list, but if you have a list of things that you've always wanted to do and you tick it off, there's a sense of gratitude and appreciation and pride and achievement in trying to complete those tasks, no matter how tiny they are. Another thing that I put in my ambition was to be a DJ, because I always felt like, wow, so cool lah. Bahasa tu kan ada by tu Prince of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Wiki wiki what? And I thought, hey, I want to be a DJ so I can wiki wiki what? And my god, gone tua sudah pasal ni. I mean, I'm not exactly a teenager anymore. So I remember going to DJ Fuzz. So I was in my early 30s. Not too late to learn, but not exactly very young either. And I remember my first gig, my friend Atilia, she was hosting this charity dinner, and she said, Pon, why don't you DJ for me lah, you DJ for me. And I'm like, but I'm not ready. And she said, just do lah, just main zaz kita Pon. And her kita was like people who had actually paid for tables. And I knew I sucked because, yeah, I know, I mean, I may not be a good DJ, but I can listen to music and I'm not tone deaf. So my blending really sucked. But there they were, the Celebets, Datu Yasmin and the rest of the gang, all got like, yeah, cheering me on, trying to hide that look of like, oh my god, she sucks. But they were so supportive, and eventually I got better and I got more and more gigs. Okay, he's here.
They didn't have the one that we were looking for.
Oh, then no red one?
No red one, forget it.
Oh, okay.
So, not only they didn't have the red one, they didn't have that model. So I chose a higher one.
Okay, let me take a look at it.
Bigger lah. Anyway, it's bigger, so better for you lah.
Alright. Yay, I've got my calculator. Jang, jang, jang. But as you can see, the receipt, the paper for the receipt is very nippis. So Azmi and I are not sure where we can get this. Please leave a comment if you have any idea where we can get this.
You should Instagram or tweet about it.
Yeah, how to on this? How come it's not on?
The battery. The battery don't need that because you don't use every day.
Oh, okay. When I started dating my husband, the second one, not the first one. The first one Chinese, just to educate sama. First one Chinese, divorce him, no useless naman. Second one married, Melayu. So if this one doesn't work out, wait, you Indian man. One Malaysia ma, China, Melayu, India, macam Kadazan represent all of Borneo. Anyway, so when I was dating my husband, he is a very secure and a confident man, but I could sense his wariness when his friends and his family, those who were going with the very bodoh, small-minded ones, and they said, "Ayo, kau nak dating dengan si Daphne, Iking, Iking tu? Ya Allah, ya Tuhan ku, astagfirullahaladzim. Dia tu scandalous tau. Entah berapa kali dia kangkang sini, kangkang sana. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan ku, dia tu scandalous, kontroversi banyak, ish. Masya Allah. And then they all say, so what she Kadazan? Kau gila ke apa? Kau you break her heart itu kau punya konek datang main sini tau. Cibai, first thing kau sakai ni, then thing kau voodoo magic, is it? Let's just say for fuck's sake, that I had black magic to remove his cornet and put here. Why on earth would I want to do that? Let's just say that, if I catch my husband cheating on me, like the first one, with Giaros of no class, if I catch him cheating on me, what for I want to put the cornet, go here, the kukuchao put here? Ada yang Cina ni tak faham cornet, kena cakap kukuchao. Kukuchao? Put here. What for? Later, he and that bitch of his can do two things at the same time.